Hey guys, it's Melissa. I am back. I know you guys have all missed me a lot, all 700 of my subscribers from when I was a senior in high school. But I'm back with similar content. Like I am a I was a senior in college before I just graduated. But I wanted to do something kind of full circle because when I was a senior in high school, over 250,000 of you guys saw me give myself a tattoo, which is actually really crazy to think about. But anyways, I gave myself a tattoo, and that was my first kind of step in rebellion because I was a huge nerd. But I figured that senior year would also be a good time to give myself another one just to kind of capture and have some association to kind of the current situation that we're in right now, me being a senior and graduating, and I just really like the aesthetic of stars. My parents also really like to call me Xing Xing, which if you know Chinese, it means star, basically. It's just like a term of endearment that they used for me a lot. I'm here now because I figured it would be nice to update you guys on the old stick and pokes that I've done and also kind of show you and talk about the newest one that I have. Since I made my last video, I haven't touched anything up. If you guys remember, in my old video I showed you guys a little thing that I had on my wrist, which was a wishbone, and a lot of people thought it was fire, but it was not fire, it was a wishbone, and obviously I didn't do a very good job with it, since that was the case, but it was a wishbone, and I got bored of it after like a year and a half. So during my sophomore year I got some more ink and needles and then made myself a little sun, except it is super faded now. Not super faded, I would say the lines are very undefined now, so she definitely needs a little bit more love right now, and maybe I will touch her up soon, but it doesn't really bother me. So that is what she looks like technically 4 years later. That's what that looks like. I haven't done anything. I did these two lines immediately after I did my wishbone, just because I loved doing it so much. I loved the active, it was very therapeutic to just give yourself a tattoo. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I really like that feeling a lot, so I did it again, and I'm realizing now after giving myself my star that I really enjoy that feeling, and I'm gonna try to restrain myself into not getting any more. But that's the past. This is my newest one. It is a star that I did on my finger. It took about 2 hours. I kind of stopped in between to eat dinner with my roommate, but so there's a break in between, which I usually don't do, and I was kind of distracted while I was doing it. It was kind of an absent-minded one, but I'll insert some footage of me doing it, and I had honestly forgotten a lot of the details, so I rewatched my old video, which was kind of uncomfortable just to get some of the details again. And I'm I think these are coming back in. There was a really big moment where they got super popular a few years ago, and I think they're hitting their moment again during quarantine when people are bored in the house bored. So didn't hurt. I don't know if my process is different from how these actually should be done, but none of my stick and pokes have ever hurt. They all have been pretty pleasant, and there haven't been any issues so far. It's only been like a few days in, so we'll see. But right now she is healing very nicely, and there's not much I can say about her. I really wanted to have something to be able to tie this period of my life with. It's kind of like, I don't really care about what it actually is. I like the idea of, you know, like a patchwork quilt where you kind of have all these different things that you accumulate together. And for me, I know that this star will remind me of me sitting on my porch with my roommate, and we're alone. None of our friends are here with us. And we're graduating, and it's chaos, but I want to be able to remember those feelings. So I really like that, and I like the aesthetic of the star. I hope my employer does too. But ink on fingers and, you know, things that are just move around a lot generally don't hold that ink in as well, so I expect that this will probably fade a lot faster than the other ones that I have. But yeah, so that is an update on my old stick and poke and my new stick and poke. I'm definitely way too old to be doing this now, I think. But I'm actually really excited because I am going to be tattooing some of my friends. I was thinking about it. It could be really fun to have this as a hobby. I feel like if people are going to roast me for this. I can walk through an updated version of how I do things now. I have a little bit, another layer to what I've been doing before, so because I'm tattooing some friends, I feel like I can't treat their bodies like I treat mine, so I have some other stuff that I do now that's more precautionary if you want to be safer. But yeah, good to see you guys again.